The Asian Games has been a chance for North Korea to show its various athletic capabilities again following years of isolation during the COVID-19 pandemic, but it's also provided the North with the opportunity to make clear how it wants to be referred to going forward and to reject the usual convention it had adhered to in the past. Cast your mind back to 2018 and the last edition of the Asian Games in Indonesia, where the two Koreas competed as one in several events. This time, in China, we've seen North and South compete against each other, but certainly not on the same team. And we've seen a significant attitude shift by North Korean representatives at the Games, particularly evident when communicating with South Korean reporters. For example, after North Korea's loss to the South in women's basketball, a South Korean reporter attending the post-match press conference asked a seemingly innocent question about the North Koreans' experience with the food and local support in China, but an official from the North sitting next to the coach intervened, not actually answering the question but insisting the reporter should apologize. The issue wasn't the question itself, but the way the reporter referred to the North Korean team, whose nation is officially called the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or DPRK. We saw a similar flare-up at the press conference after the North Korean women's football team beat South Korea when the coach insisted it's not North Korea, it's the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Let's get it right. Incidentally, when the Koreas competed together in Indonesia, they were simply known as Korea in both English and Korean, but since then, North Korea's moved towards a formal naming convention for both Koreas. Back in August, we reported on how North Korean leader Kim Jong-un was referring to the South by its ROK, or Republic of Korea title, rather than something like South Korean puppet traitors. This shift might seem soft by comparison, but analysts think it shows how Pyongyang is viewing both countries as separate countries, distinct entities which may indicate that Pyongyang views the South in terms of state-to-state relations, rather than considering it as a part of the North and not currently under its rule. And late last month, North Korean ambassador to the United Nations, Kim Sung, also called the South the Republic of Korea, even while claiming the North's southern neighbour is a colony of the US, which is in line with that puppet insult. So, North Korea's official references to the Republic of Korea are no accident, and it wants to be known as the DPRK in return. While it used to be more forgiving of South Korean reporters continuing to refer to the North, it seems officials and coaches at the Asian Games have been instructed to make the distinction between the two republics clear. This has raised wild speculation among some circles here that the North's long-held views on reunification have undergone some sort of change in light of the broad geopolitical developments occurring across the globe and even internal shifts within the reclusive country. What do you think about the North's latest move on names, and do you think the regime has moved beyond its reunification dream of taking control of the whole of the Korean peninsula under its communist banner? As always, we keep you abreast of all important events taking place in and around the Korean peninsula.